am making banana bread for breakfast. You can have this on a whole food plant-based plan. Believe it or not, this is going to be a fabulous breakfast even during your reset. We are going to have a banana. We are going to have blueberries. We are going to have oats. We're going to talk about oats. And we're going to have a non-dairy milk. We have walnuts. And we have cinnamon. And we do have baking powder. And so we'll talk about baking powder as well. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, this is going to make 2. And so if you want to make breakfast that lasts for 2 days, so there we go. So I have 1 banana. Let me talk about that for just a second. I always just skip right on ahead. So you see this banana had brown spots on it. Can you see that? And so this means that it's pretty ripe. It's going to be sweet. The darker the peel gets, the more ripe, the more sweetness, the better it's going to be for my digestion. And so I like it to have some brown on it, not to have some green on it. All right, so there's our banana, just 1 banana. If you don't have a masher, then you could just use forks or something like that. So I'm going to mash that a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add the milk to it to see if that helps me mash some. So I'm just going to use a 1/4 cup of milk. I'm using Oatly. Oatly is gluten-free. When you look at non-dairy milks, you do need to look at your ingredients. There are always some things added. Every now and then I can find some that don't. Eden Soy has an organic that is only organic soybeans and filtered water. I'm having trouble finding that one. There's also another one, West Soy, that I was always buying. Same thing, organic soybeans and water, but they have started adding sugar and even some oils to them. And so it is difficult. So if you don't make your own, that would be the best. Make almond milk or something like that. That would be fabulous. You just have to get the cleanest that you can find. So I'm just going to add a 1/4 cup. I'm measuring, guys. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of milk here. I may need to add a little bit more milk, but we'll be able to look at it and see if I need to add any more. So I'm going to just mash this banana. Let's talk about the oats. And so when you are buying, if we look at best, good, better, best, right? Old-fashioned oats are good. Those would probably be in the better category. Quick cooked oats would be good. Instant oats would be, no, we're not going to buy instant oats and oat flour when you're doing a reset or something like that. That is just too refined. So these are oats that I soaked. They've been here for about 24 hours. You can see they're kind of plump. After I soak them, I have some here. I like to sprout them for a day or 2. And you can see they get these little roots on them. Can you see that on both cameras? I'm dropping them. So they start to sprout. And so that means it's activated. The enzyme inhibitors have been removed. This is going to be easily digestible. Fabulous fiber in here. And so that's probably what I'm going to use today. I haven't decided. So these I'm letting sprout for another day. I'm going to rinse them and let them sit there. I have another video on sprouting if you want to see sprouting. My second choice, if I do not have these, are gluten-free old-fashioned oats. You can see those here. You want to make sure they're certified gluten-free, and you want to make sure that they are organic. Certified organic. Remember, when you buy grains, they are sprayed to speed up the drying process so they can be harvested easily. And so if you're not buying organic, then you are buying some that have been sprayed. The other thing is, if gluten-free is an issue for you, if you definitely need gluten-free, during our reset we are using gluten-free. If it doesn't say gluten-free, oats do not naturally have gluten in them. They're carried in trucks that have been carrying wheat and other things. They also go down conveyor belts and things like that also have wheat on them. And so if you are with somebody who is celiac or even non-celiac, issues with gluten, you want to make sure that it does have the certified gluten-free on there. Okay, so I mashed up my banana. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of our baking powder. Baking powder, you do want to check your ingredients. Anytime you buy baking powder, sometimes it has aluminum in it. For people who have issues with corn, a lot of times someone who has trouble with wheat does have trouble with corn. There is corn in baking powder. So I buy arrowroot, and on the back of the arrowroot, it tells you how to make a baking powder without corn. So this one has arrowroot, baking soda, and cream of tartar in it. So I'm putting 1 teaspoon of that in there. You could just leave it out if you want to leave it out. Then I'm going to add a half a cup of oats. I'm going to use my sprouted oats, but you could use old-fashioned oats. I know oat groats, which is what these are difficult to find in some areas. I live in rural Georgia, and they are not readily available where I live. So I have a half a cup of oats. And that is all I need. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, this is not my cinnamon. I'm glad I caught that. There we go. My daughter made oatmeal this morning and she switched up where my spices are. Okay, teaspoon of cinnamon. That may be a lot for you. You could always do half. I do love cinnamon. It is great for blood sugar balancing. I'm not sure why I picked such a little spoon to stir this. All right, then I'm going to add a handful of blueberries and a handful of walnuts. Now, if I was not doing the reset, I would add chocolate chips because chocolate chip banana bread is awesome. I like to buy at least 70% or higher, and I also make sure that I check the ingredients to make sure there is no dairy. There's normally dairy in chocolate chips. You want to make sure that they are dairy-free. All right, so I'm going to stir in about a quarter cup. I like these frozen wild Weiler's blueberries. If you don't have fresh, you could leave them out if you want to too. And I'm going to throw in a handful of walnuts. Wonderful omega-3s in these walnuts. I'm going to stir them up. Put them in these ramekins here. I have my oven already heated to 350 degrees. I'm going to bake them for about 30 minutes. Fill that one. Fill this one. There you go. You can see this is going to be a fabulous breakfast. So when I eat this, I'll put some more fruit and nuts or seeds on top. Anyway, I'm going to throw them in the oven, and then I will post a picture later for you to see. So they're going to bake for about 30 minutes. Make sure, those of you on YouTube, that you like and share my videos. Comment. Tell me what else you would like to see me make. Like and share. Enjoy.